this. Well, I can, but I believe it's haram. I believe it's forbidden, but I think I have to do it. Okay, this is a sin. So again, we as citizens must not accept this, in the sense that if he tells me, come on, Sheikh Asim, well, I don't think he's going to call me Sheikh Asim, but if he says, come on, Asim, you have to sell wine, or you have to serve wine in your restaurant. I said, sorry, I can't do that. He said, you have to. It's a must. I'm going to put you in jail. Said, put me in jail. It's no problem. Because I cannot sit passively and say, no, he ordered me to do so, I'm going to do so. This is unacceptable. Now, to overthrow, to have positive rebellion or whatever, this again comes into the teaching of the Prophet ﷺ. Our Prophet told us, may peace and blessing be upon him, that you must obey the ruler, even if he was an Abyssinian ruler with a very small head. You know, like some of them come. So this is a description that means that you as an Arab must not accept this. But still, the Prophet says that if he was made a ruler on you, you should follow and obey, because he is ruling by Allah Azza wa Jal. And even if you don't like this, you have to obey. And the Prophet also told us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that there will come a time where the rulers make things that you dislike. So one of the companions came and said, well, if we don't do things we dislike, why not cut the throats off? Why not overthrow them? The Prophet told them, no, you should obey as long as they pray. As long as they are Muslims and they pray 5 prayers a day, you should obey them. And another hadith, the Prophet says, alayhi salatu wasalam, that you may not overthrow or rebel on your rulers unless you see blasphemy that you have evidence from Allah Azza wa Jal. If they commit blasphemy, they do something that nullifies their Islam, and it's not something out of that may be possible here or there. No, something that is clear cut. This is blasphemy. This is something that nullifies Islam. If they do this, then you may rebel on them.
But what about a situation then where the ruler prays, but people are starving, and he is just, for example, him and the people around him, for example, are taking the wealth of the country to themselves, and this is continuing. Okay, people have not rebelled, have obeyed him, but the situation is just getting worse.
This is an injustice, again, that has to be corrected, and it can be corrected through different channels. It can be corrected through advice. It can be corrected through getting the other Muslims, the Muslim League, the other countries to assist and to contribute in solving this crisis. But it cannot be solved by overthrowing the government. Now, let's look at this scenario. He is he's a tyrant. He has the army. He has everyone supporting him, and the people are starving. Do you think that they will be able to overthrow him? He will annihilate half of them, or 60 to 70% of them, and still the rule of the elite remains. Islam does not look at the benefit of the ruler. Now, by saying this, don't think that, well, if I'm a ruler in Islam, I've had it made. It's not this way. The hadiths that came to emphasize the punishment of a ruler if he's unfair are enormous. For example, the Prophet says, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that whoever governs a community or a people or whatever, and he dies cheating them. Now, he did not deprive them of the rights. He just died cheating them. He will be deprived from entering. He will be prevented from entering paradise. It's a grave sin to cheat. Then what about doing injustice? What about eating the savings and belongings and not letting them live as human beings? Of course, by far, this is far greater than just cheating them.
Sheikh Asim Luqman al-Hakim, thank you very much for joining us on Youth Talk. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this episode. It's a pleasure having you with us.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to thank my participants. We have Yunus, Abdullah, and Tariq. Thank you all for joining us as well. We will be back again with a new topic on Youth Talk. And until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.